Hey everybody, welcome back to another video. Today we're taking a look at an older set from 2005, so episode 3 era. This is the ARC-170 Fighter, set 7259 with 396 pieces, 4 minifigures, and it originally retailed for a whopping $40. Now, of course, that does not count for inflation, but today, if you wanted it used, it's going to be about $99, brand new in box, $245. So it's definitely one that's significantly gone up. They've only made a couple of these. We're probably due for a remake on this ship. It's a really unique, interesting one that we see at the very beginning of episode 3. And this was one that I actually got from my mom for my birthday, and I've just been kind of lazy in terms of getting it reviewed, but I have had it, and you know, I don't have too many more episode 3 sets actually to get in that line from the original 2005 wave. So this was definitely one of the more expensive ones I could check off my list of now owning, so I'm very excited about that. Before we go into the ship, let's take a look at the minifigures. So checking out the minifigures, we get 3 of the identical Clone Trooper V-Wing pilots. These are phase 2, and they have redone this figure since, but this was the version that we got back in 2005 with some printing on the torso and some tubing, and then a little bit of a modified helmet. Nothing super crazy. You can see printing on the back, which is nice. And I really liked these old school episode phase 2 clone helmets because they had the cutout in the visor, so you had to have a black head underneath. But it's still pretty freaking cool, especially now that we've moved on and have our Clone Trooper helmets have evolved so much. It's really fun to go back and look at the way they originally did them, with lots of love and effort, cutting out that little visor piece. But I do like the sand blue in this figure. They're all really cool. And again, we get 3 identical ones, which is fantastic, especially for, you know, like your clone army and whatnot. And then we have R5D4. This is I always called these the skinny dome because they didn't bring the stamp all the way down. He's seen better days, but that's okay. We have some printing on the top, and then obviously the dome printing. Nothing really to write home about. Yeah, this droid's pretty dirty. That's okay. He was pre-loved before me, so I don't mind. But yeah, so we do get that droid, of course. And then looking at the ship, it is really long. It fits in the camera at this angle, but we are going to scoot it forward, so we're not going to see it all the way. There is some nice green accenting done with some bricks here, as well as a printed piece. And then, of course, the little engines here are printed discs, which look really cool to me. We have some more printed pieces on each side, the little Republic symbols on both the wings, as well as a little bit of printed paneling here and on the back. That was one really great thing about stickers from 2005 was that they actually really didn't exist, and you mostly got printed pieces, which was really cool. And so we have some interesting colors, as you can tell, throughout the ship. And it's decently sturdy. It definitely has some pieces that like tend to want to fall off, but that's pretty expected for this time period. We have 3 places to put our troopers in. I do not like the way the cockpits come off on 2 of them. One of them is a hinge. It makes me feel like I built it wrong. And I hope I didn't. Following the instructions online is not the best thing in the world. I also was not using numbered bags. So there is that. But anyway, putting it on, he has no screen there. There's no screen in the very front one. You just stick the little cockpit back on, and then the 2 side ones. This one hinges up, and you have a really cool look at, it looks like a droid tri-fighter there, and that is the front and the back screen. So you can put another pilot in there. I think it's really cool that this ship has 3 pilots, and then of course, with the older ships, see, it just kind of falls off. They're not like super duper sturdy. Yeah, not the hugest fan of the way that comes off. But anyways, the pilots back during this time sit on 4 studs, so you end up pulling their legs off a lot on accident. And then of course, the droid goes in the center, which you'd have to take those off to do. And he sits right there. So when the cockpits are down, only his little head sticks out, which is pretty fitting. Just like that. These 2 pieces do move side to side just a little bit. I'm not really sure why. When everything's loaded up in there, they're not quite as wobbly. We do get a little spinning missile shooter in the back, which is just, again, a little wobbly, as a lot of this set is. There are bombs in here. I think you pull it back and they drop. Yeah, there you go. So there are 2 little bombs. I really was a big fan of the way the 2005 sets like had like bombs. They were all like little spring-loaded guys. You see it in the Wookiee catamaran as well. Doesn't quite hold up the same way. I believe that the bombs go in that section right down there. There we go. They're a little bit hard to drop in, not the end of the world, but there's where they're stored. And then all you do is pull this lever in the back. You pull it out and it drops the bombs from the bottom. Of course, the biggest play feature, if you will, to this set is the wings. They are supposed to spread out. As you can tell, they are folded in right now. Also, cool view of the nose of the ship. It looks really nice. They are done by this little wheel in the back. You just twist it. And I guess it can go either way. The mechanism on it is a little strange. It's not like spring-loaded. They don't pop up or anything. But they do twist and gradually come out. And so you can see them. That's pretty much them fully extended. And it looks pretty cool overall, I would say. This is one of those ships that if you have a stand for is going to look great. I don't have a stand for it, so it just has to sit. So I have to lower the wings just a little bit, but I do like to keep them kind of displayed out. And it's just a really unique looking ship. You know, it's got 3 wings on each side. And it's pretty cool. And then, of course, to twist it back in, you just continue twisting that knob. And these little red dot things are what hold them up. And they can close the wings up. Just like that. So not as impressive when they're down, but it is still pretty cool. Anyways, I think overall this is a really cool set. Again, you know, big thanks to my mom. She got it for me for my birthday, and I'm really happy to have it. It is a little bit delicate. We definitely, I think, could go for a new version of this ship, but until then, this, and I think they made one around 2008, will have to suffice. So anyways, guys, let me know what you think in the comments below of this ship. And as always, thank you so much for watching. Until next time, I'll see you guys later.